What if the greatest love story wasn't bound by time, but written across centuries? The grand finale of our saga opens with King Lee Heon stripping away his pride as he pleads with Ji Young to stay by his side. Their hearts finally unite when Ji Young returns his love, but she gives him one condition. He must promise never to become the tyrant she fears. Lee Heon swears it, unaware of the cruel trials fate still has in store. As we all know, Lee Heon is the true author of Mangun Rock. But the greater mystery remains. How did this book reach the future in the first place? Here, the cookbook reveals its deepest secret. This was no anonymous relic of history. It was Lee Heon himself who penned it, long after banishing Ji Young from the palace. Tormented by her absence and unwilling to let her flavors and warmth vanish into memory, he poured all his grief and longing into its pages. What began as a grieving king's act of remembrance transformed into something far greater, a bridge across time itself. And the revelation does not stop there. Ji Young's mother, once shrouded in mystery, was a humble maid who served Queen Yoon. On the tragic night of the queen's execution, she fled the palace with Mangun Rock clutched tightly in her arms, unknowingly carrying with her a fragment of destiny. Her escape carried her to the slopes of Bukhan Mountain, where she encountered Yoon Sang-ho, a gentle university lecturer. There, she began a new life and gave birth to Ji Young. Yet the laws of time are merciless. Because Ji Young's mother never returned to her own era, her existence became a paradox, and the weight of fate exacted its toll. She was plagued by strange, incurable illness, and her life was cut short. Her tragedy stands as a warning etched into eternity. Time cannot be stolen without consequence. As this truth unfurls, the palace is thrown into turmoil by Prince Jesan's most ruthless gambit. During what should have been a festival of joy, he unveils Queen Yoon's blood-stained hanbok before the court, exposing the horrifying truth. She had been poisoned. The revelation cuts into Lee Heon like a blade, driving him to the edge of madness. Jesan twists the knife further, abducting Ji Young and dangling her life as bait, knowing her absence will torment the king's heart. Inside the palace walls, Lee Heon fights a war within himself. The sight of his mother's garments drenched in blood ignites volcanic rage. His instincts scream for vengeance, but Ji Young's words echo louder, reminding him of her plea that he never become the tyrant she fears. His love for her becomes the chain holding back his fury, even as Jesan pushes him closer to the edge. But amid betrayal and chaos, hope rises from an unexpected figure. Kang Mok Joo, long entangled in palace intrigue, finally chooses her heart. Though politics made her an enemy, love for Lee Heon compels her to act. She defies Jesan, frees Ji Young from captivity, and lays bare Jesan's conspiracy. With trembling hands, she begs Ji Young to protect the king. Ji Young flees, her heart pounding, and reaches Lee Heon in time. She urges him to run to save himself from Jesan's treachery. But Lee Heon refuses. A king cannot run. He will face Jesan, whatever the cost. Jesan, meanwhile, dons the dragon robes of kingship, striking down the Grand Queen Dowager in cold blood. His lies spread like wildfire that Lee Heon, mad with grief, murdered her. The palace falls into chaos, courtiers scrambling in fear as Jesan seizes control of the narrative. And so, the stage is set for their destined confrontation. Lee Heon and Jesan clash in a duel of blades, both wielding Taejo's legendary sword. Jesan's is the true blade, Lee Heon's a replica. Yet in a striking twist, the false shatters the true, a symbol that strength lies not in steel's authenticity, but in the conviction of the hand that holds it. Still, victory comes at a dire cost. Jesan seizes Ji Young, pressing the broken blade to her throat. To save her, Lee Heon drops his guard, only to be stabbed in cruel betrayal. He collapses but survives, shielded by the Mangun Rock tucked in his robes. Jesan, relentless, unveils his ultimate weapon, a Saechung Tong siege cannon. With merciless fury, he fires it directly at Ji Young. In that instant, Yi Hoon throws himself before her, taking the blast straight to his heart. As his life bleeds away, he smiles through the pain, whispering his gratitude that she came to Joseon, that his lonely days were filled with life because of her. Ji Young cradles him, tears falling like rain, finally confessing her love. He fades in her arms, yet fate intervenes. Lightning rips the sky, striking Jesan and burning him to ash. The Mangunrock glows with otherworldly light, enveloping Yi Hoon and Ji Young as they tumble through the currents of time itself. Ji Young awakens in the modern world, told by doctors that she had been in a coma following a plane crash. Was it a dream? The question haunts her, until she notices history itself has changed. Korea never fell to colonial rule, nor was it divided into North and South. Yet Yi Hoon remains branded in the records as a tyrant, his name drowned in infamy. Determined to honor him, Ji Young opens a small restaurant, Moonroy, My King. There, she cooks the dishes once prepared for Yi Hoon, each plate carrying the essence of their shared past. The restaurant blossoms, word spreading, until she earns a Michelin star. And just when she accepts her fate of loving a man lost to time, destiny answers. Yi Hoon appears. Dressed in a modern coat, clutching the final page of Mangunrock, he stands before her, alive. Like Ji Young's mother before him, he too was cast through time, waking in 2025 upon Bukhan Mountain. Disoriented, dismissed as a madman claiming to be a king, Yi Hoon struggles in this strange new world. He crosses paths with Haeju, a sharp food company CEO, who sees in him something rare. She hires him for his uncanny culinary wisdom, and in return, he asks only one favor, that she help him find Ji Young. When his voice finally calls her name at Moonroy, Ji Young recognizes it instantly. Their reunion is quiet, tearful, but filled with the weight of eternity. Love, once divided by centuries, is reborn in the present. Together, they enter a prestigious cooking competition. Ji Young unveils dishes from the final page of Mangunrock, Yi Hoon's secret creation, while balancing them with deceptively simple plates that astonish the judges with depth beyond measure. Their artistry not only secures victory, but immortalizes their bond, proving that history, destiny, and even death cannot sever what they share. Now, free of throne and blood-stained duty, Yi Hoon finally smiles, a true smile. Beside Ji Young, he is no longer a tyrant or a king, but simply a man in love.